Hello everyone, this is Fantasy Ask and welcome back to Vampire Clan in ClanGen, the Warrior Cats clan generated game. When we left off in the previous episode, we were having a very rough time as a clan because we were dealing with surprise attacks, this time not from vampire hunters, but the vampires themselves surprise attacking the vampire hunters. We had losing battles and then of course a death that came with that. We did lose Fire Ivy because she gave her life in a losing battle trying to ensure that her mother Blue Jay got away safely. And then we kind of ended things off with the kitten cough that our Ibis kit, the female in the newest litter, had, which was freaking out her father because, she is his favorite child with the same colored eyes they share and all. This time around, thankfully, guys, we are going to have, I think, a very healing episode because our vampires are indeed healing. So, without further ado, let's take a look at our cats and see how they're doing. The leader's den is still looking very unsurprisingly hostile. In terms of events, so it is Moon 34 right now. We are still in Leaf Bear. Let's have a look. Any attempts at peace only seem to make the whole war situation between Vampire Clan and Gosma Clan worse. But Lightsong's frostbite is gone, thank goodness. Quiet Flight has also healed from the strain of delivering her litter, which is wonderful. And Ibis Kit no longer has kitten cough, guys. So I did say, in my experience, kitten cough is a 50-50 thing. And I was very concerned about Ibis Kid, but she managed to bounce back from that and we did not lose her. And it's like Leaf Bear as well. So thank goodness, to be honest, thank goodness. I don't think the clan would have been able to emotionally deal with having like another death. And then Fawn Kid is still being comforted by Quiet Flight after having nightmares about the big bad Gosma Clan cats. This poor little thing, I feel like, since the moment almost he's been born, he's been having nightmares and is stressed about the vampire hunters getting him, which is completely different to his siblings, who are fearless and want to pretty much fight the vampire hunters, I feel like, on the, the battle patrols and such. So that is what we have going on right now. If we look at our cats over here, everyone is pretty much in good spirits except for obviously the parents of Fire Ivy, Master Burnleaf, and Blue Jay. They are very deeply in grief over their daughter. Let's check out the medicine cat den. Blue Jay was given juniper as treatment for grief-stricken. Burnleaf was given juniper as treatment for grief-stricken. Lightsong was given dandelion as treatment for frostbite, which is very deadly, but thankfully she recovered, so her frostbite is gone. Quiet Flight was given oak leaves as treatment for recovering from birth, and then she healed from that. Ibis Kit was given catmint as treatment for kitten cough, and she healed from that. And then Hazel Pelt gathered mullein this moon. Okay, now let's go through the relationships. A clanmate that Blue Jay wanted to get to know better is already friends with Grandmaster Shivering Star. Blue Jay bats the moss ball back to Pine Kit when it flies in front of her paws. Quiet Flight helps Master Burnleaf hide from a clanmate. Master Burnleaf and Pine Kit have a long discussion about goals and aspirations and find that they both have a lot in common. Twilight Fade called Grandmaster Shivering Star lazy, and Shivering Star has retaliated by nitpicking everything that Twilight Fade does. That's kind of surprising because I feel like Twilight Fade has been one of the consistently loyal cats to Shivering Star. But I suppose even Twilight Fade is starting to look at Shivering Star differently. Twilight Fade takes Lightsong out to look at the stars, explaining the constellations to her. Oh my goodness, Twilight Fade, you're such a romantic. I didn't know you were such a romantic. We saw his bumbling side in the last episode that he was showing to Lightsong during a hunt, but I knew he was a softie, but I didn't realize he was such a romantic. My goodness. I'm impressed. Grandmaster Shivering Star feels most like himself when he's around Sunnydale, his former fledgling. Grandmaster Shivering Star loses in a race against Quiet Flight and acts bitterly about it. Yeah, he hasn't liked Quiet Flight for a long time because Quiet Flight took a long time to like have her litter, and it's something that the clan was working on and hoping for, you know, for ages across many moons. And it got to the stage where I think Shivering Star, even when she did have her litter, kind of lost patience with her and was probably not able to enjoy it as much because that coincided with his own daughter dying. So yeah, that friendship they had, it's still kind of turned hateful. It's like a hateful friendship. It's complicated. Lightsong is prancing around in front of Sunnytail. Lightsong, I thought you were getting along very well with Twilight Fade. What's going on here? But you know what? I suppose I could kind of see Lightsong, who is, I think, a charismatic and therefore magnetic cat. You know, maybe she does feel this pull to Twilight Fade, and, you know, she does like seeing this sweeter side of Twilight Fade, but I could also see how someone who's closer to her age, like Sunnytail, would be intriguing to her. And maybe she would kind of, you know, enjoy spending time with him as well. I don't know. We have to keep an eye on that. Wherever Blue Jay is found, Quiet Flight is always with her. Oh, look at that. So Quiet Flight, for the first time I think in a long time, is actually choosing to spend a lot of time with Blue Jay, probably to kind of give Blue Jay some company and help her through her grief. I think in the past, Quiet Flight has maybe drawn the line a little bit on their friendship, but she is, you know, trying to be there for Blue Jay a lot more now. Quiet Flight, Lightsong, and Blue Jay took a sunbath and had a little small talk. Quiet Flight sees Fawn Kit put something back where it belongs. Hazel Peld wants to explore Two Leg Place with Fawn Kit. Sunnytail compliments one of Hazel Pelt's friends. Owlfeather can't remember a word for the life of her, but Ibis Kit helps her remember it. Sunnytail has had a great time hanging out with Twilight Fade lately. Pine Kit sticks out his tongue at Twilight Fade. Ibis Kit and Quiet Flight agree about something trivial. And then Fawn Kit is still a little hurt by Sunnytail, but wants to try and make amends. Okay, so that's all we have for events. Let me cut the recording here and we'll continue with the cat list. Okay, let's go through the cat list. First up, we have loyalties, where nothing has actually changed, so nothing to report on that front. But I did notice a handful of changes amongst the relationships. So first up, we have Twilight Fade. Oh, I was so excited about this, guys. But Twilight Fade has fallen in love with Lightsong. Like, finally. And this makes so much sense with the way he's been acting and how he's letting her see parts of him, like cutesy parts of him and romantic parts of him that other cats are not privy to. But you know, he's especially showing Lightsong and being really, really romantic with her, you know, and really, really soft, innocent, fluffy with her. I don't know. There's this element of, I suppose, even childishness a little bit that he's never really shown anyone else. So this makes me so happy. This makes me incredibly, incredibly happy that the pace of their romance has actually been like pretty lightning fast. Like it's been quick, especially given that they haven't had like any whispering sessions, but they're going like so well. This is definitely a lot faster than what we saw for Hazel Pelt and Quiet Flight. So that was the first thing I noticed. The second thing I noticed was with Lightsong, who, guys, has also fallen in love with Twilight Fade. The other thing that makes me so happy about this couple is that they seem to be on the exact same page, like every single moon. The romance gains they've had, the pace at which they've been falling in love with one another, has pretty much been like neck and neck. Like it's been side to side, the same sort of progress. And that makes me so happy because I wasn't sure whether or not Lightsong and Twilight Fade would be comfortable with, you know, being mates with each other. So that has me so excited, so excited. But then we also saw something interesting with Lightsong and Sunnytail. So Lightsong has also had a bit of a romance gain, like almost a bar romance gain with Sunnytail. And Sunnytail is, you know, not only younger, a lot younger than Twilight Fade, and closer to like Lightsong's age, but I think Sunnytail is so different personality-wise to Twilight Fade. Twilight Fade, I think, I don't know, he's got this gravity to himself that other people I feel like get sucked into, whereas Sunnytail is, you know, a very nervous cat, and I think Lightsong, when she's around Sunnytail, kind of starts feeling protective of him and curious about him and kind of wants to, you know, poke and prod and see what he's about. And that's probably why she's so fascinated by him and why she was prancing around in front of him and being maybe a little bit cheeky and flirty. And, you know, with how charismatic Lightsong is, I feel like Sunnytail gets like wrapped in her magnetic presence, whereas with Twilight Fade, I feel like it's the opposite. Lightsong's the one who gets sucked into Twilight Fade's presence because his presence is so grand. So that was a dynamic I noticed, and the final change was with Sunnytail, of course. So Sunnytail has also gained almost a bar of romance for Lightsong. So obviously when she's giving him a little bit of attention, Sunnytail is becoming very, very enamored with her and fascinated with her as well, given what a like beautiful cat she is. But I don't know if he's going to be able to compete with Twilight Fade, so he's going to have to be careful around her. Especially because Twilight Fade is a bit of a troublemaker. Who knows how he's going to take Sunnytail's interest. But that is all we had for the relationships. Obviously, we don't have a whispering session. Let's go ahead and see how the cats are doing for the day. Grandmaster Shivering Star slipped on some ice hidden under the snow. Master Burnleaf can't wait for New Leaf. I think he just wants to be over and done with Leaf Bear because Leaf Bear reminds him of his daughter's death and passing. Hazel Pelt is having a hard day. Twilight Fade saw a kitty pet with the fluffiest fur imaginable today. Blue Jay can't keep up with Master Burnleaf. Yeah, I think these two, maybe in their grief, are trying to spend time together to, you know, reminisce and talk about Fire Ivy and keep her memory alive, but I think also Burnleaf is so far gone in his anger over his daughter's death that it's hard for Blue Jay to separate the memories, the good memories they have of Fire Ivy with Burnleaf's anger. And her own guilt, probably. Quiet Flight is finding Hazel Pelt annoying. Okay. You know what? Quiet Flight's been trying to spend more time with Blue Jay recently as a friend to, you know, give her support in her time of grief. But also Hazel Pelt has been having a hard time and a hard day. And maybe Hazel Pelt feels a little bit bothered by the fact that Quiet Flight, instead of spending time with him and asking about his hard day, is focusing more on Blue Jay, and Quiet Flight is finding that annoying because Hazel Pelt's hard day and Blue Jay's loss are like two completely different levels. Lightsong is a little exhausted from how many cats come to her for things. Maybe she's exhausted with juggling the attentions of Twilight Fade, who she is in love with and is in love with her, and Sunnytail, who she is intrigued by and is intrigued by her too. Owlfeather saw a two-leg petting a loner. Sunnytail is finding Pine Kit annoying. Pine Kit is wondering just how good at swimming he really is. Ibis Kit wants to follow the Nightstalker everywhere. Oh, that's adorable. She's following her father everywhere. Her father, who she's probably really close to. And I think maybe she would also kind of see her father as like the superhero because she had a really bad cough and a dangerous cough apparently, and not that she was afraid of it, being fearless, but her father was able to, you know, heal her. And so now she thinks her father can do anything. Fawn Kit has taken up the role of guarding the fresh kill pile from cats wanting an extra piece and is taking his job very seriously. Okay, so that's all we have for the cat list. Let me cut the recording here and then we'll continue with patrols. Okay, we have 47 prey and we need 25. so we don't have to worry about food, but let us continue with our patrols. We're going to send out our Nightstalker Hazelpelt to see what he can find. Hazelpelt notices that the moss in the medicine cat den is getting old. He needs to go and gather some more. Proceed. Hazelpelt quickly makes his way to the best moss patch he knows. He spends a bit of time slicing bits off with his claws, careful not to get any roots or dirt in the pile. Once he's satisfied, he takes a moment to wrap his jaws around the heap, then make his way back to camp. Moss was gathered, and then we're going to have a patrol of 5 with Sunnytail, Owlfeather, Lightsong, who hasn't been on patrol for a while because of her various sicknesses, Quiet Flight, and Grandmaster Shivering Star. So let's see what they come across. Oh, the patrol hears a cat begging for their housefolk to come back, just barely intelligible over the sound of a monster speeding away. Proceed. Shivering Star finds a kitty pet collapsed by the thunderpath, wailing for his housefolk. Grandmaster Shivering Star comforts him, asking why he was left there. The only explanation he has is that he's sick. Perhaps he was too much of a burden? Shivering Star offers him a place in Initiate Clan, at least until he recovers. He tentatively accepts, looking longingly at the thunderpath as he's led away. Nutmeg has joined Initiate Clan. Your clan's reputation towards outsiders has improved. So who is this Nutmeg, I wonder? Oh, okay, let's take a look at him. I'm probably gonna get rid of his accessory. I normally like my cats with accessories. Wait, no, sorry. No, I wanna see him. Oh, this is Nutmeg. He looks so pretty. Like, he's got a very obviously blue tint. Like, this is the bluest tint I have seen on a cat, with copper eyes. But, wow, Nutmeg is a pretty cat. What does he have? What's his problem? He's got red cough. He's got copper eyes and a speckled pelt. But yeah, he is going to be accepted. He's childish, great teacher, and good fighter. He's going to be accepted into Initiate Clan, of course, to live outside the ruins with, these guys over here. And oh look, Spooky has become a young adult. Spooky, who came in as a paw. Very interesting. But our Initiate Clan is growing, which is quite nice. We have, a solid group of cats, and with, a nice mix between the two of them. Now, Crow Petal also has that bluish tint, but I think Nutmeg's blue tint is a bit more cold, like it's a bit more evident. Nice spread of genes, though. Good spread of genes as, backups and stuff. Different to the more brown tones we are starting to get over here. We have bits of orange that are, lingering, bits of ginger that are lingering, but it's almost been, wiped away by the browns. We're starting to have a lot of browns. But okay. That is what we managed to get done for today, guys. With that said and done, I am going to leave off. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you all next time. Bye-bye.